So as you guys know, I have been in the market for a new car. The last video was me parting out the 6 Series. So today we are going to compare the W205 C63s versus the F8X generation BMW M3. As you guys know, I cater more towards BMWs, so obviously I might have a little bit of a BMW bias. But stay tuned to the end because the results may surprise you. So right now we're shopping for the replacement for the 640. I'm on my way to go check out C63s. I've driven a C300 before, like the same W205 chassis, but I've never driven a C63. So today we're gonna see if I actually like the car, because based off shit online I like it, but it's always different in person and driving it. So yeah, let's see. Alright you guys, so I'm inside the AMG. The bucket seats look crazy, and honestly I'm really fucking with this car. Like the way it sounds, the way it looks. Obviously the rear isn't as aggressive as a F80, but it is what it is. But this car is super nice. Look at these buckets though. Oh my god, these shits look good. Yeah, it does kind of sound a little bit American. I don't know if you're familiar with AMGs, but I used to have a E55, the W211.
The best car.
Yeah,
I love that engine better than this engine.
the supercharged one, right? The M113K. That's work of art. The only thing was that car was a little bit too heavy for me. That's what I like about this. But you're right about the engine.
Best engine.
Oh, the transmission shifts fast. So I didn't end up recording too much after the test drive, so I'll give you guys my final thoughts on the C63 now. Sound wise, that car sounds insane. Interior wise, I really love the way the interior on that car looks. One of the downsides with the specific version of the car that I tested, what really let me down about the car was the transmission. Like it felt like the car's transmission had a mind of its own. Like I would try and downshift. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it because I didn't get my wide angle lens until today. So also in the comments, let me know how you guys like this new wide angle lens. But basically when I was test driving the AMG, I don't know if the trans was bad, it needed a service or something, but even in sport mode and individual mode, the car would not downshift when I pressed the paddle. So it felt like the transmission had a mind of its own, because when I floored it without hitting any paddles, it would downshift fine, but when I wanted to, I guess, control the gears, it wouldn't let me, and that's like a big downside to me. It was tuned, it had catless downpipes, and for some reason I don't think they ever did anything with the transmission, like serviced it. So whenever you'd go to hit the paddle to downshift, it would kind of have a mind of its own. And after doing some research in the forums, that's basically like due to like a lack of service on the transmission, because on like lower mileage examples with good transmission fluid, even tuned, like the shifts should be responsive. So I think that was an issue with that specific car. But yeah, overall, I really like the C63. There's not much that I would change about the car. A lot of people complain about the handling, and it's not as sharp as the F8X, but it is definitely feels like a sports car. And now that we got a good look at the AMG and we know what it's about, let's go see what BMW has to compete.
Oh, I could get used to this wide angle.
I'm gonna go look at F82 M4. I like the F80, but the chassis is a little bit too similar to like the 340 or 335 F30. It looks really similar to the F30 my girl had. Obviously, you know, the F80 got the quarters and the nice front bumper, headlights, the interior is better. But I've never had a 4 Series before, and I don't know. The way that car looks has been growing on me, so let's go check one out. So I just got to the dealership. I don't know if I want to bring this big ass camera inside. Well, I know I'm not bringing this big ass camera inside. So the next clips are probably gonna be iPhone clips, just letting you guys know right now. Yo, I came to the bathroom. Look at this sick ass mural they got, bro. That shit is tough. I just got back in the car from checking out the F82. I'll show you guys it now. But it was really clean. It had some aftermarket taillights that I wasn't really a big fan of, and like some peeling and stuff in the interior, typical with like a 6-year-old car. But I didn't get to test drive it because it was parked in the showroom, and I didn't want to be a dickhead because I didn't have the trade-in with me. As you guys could see, I'm in the X5, so it's an option. It was a 2019 BMW M4 competition DCT. So let me know what you guys think. Like I've driven F80s before though, so like I kind of know what the deal is, how it drives and stuff. But if the Mercedes had a better transmission, honestly I probably would pick the W205 over the F82. But the way the F80 trans is, the DCT, it's just superior. As well as the handling, it's a little bit better in the F80, F82. But the sound is where the AMG really like gets me. Like the performance is similar. The AMG is a little bit faster, stock for stock. But the sound of the AMG and like just like the torque that you get like low down, the M4 you kind of have to like rev out. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for a better low mileage example of C63s and run this back. Another car that I've been meaning to check out is the C7 Corvette. Maybe we switch it up and go American. So that's the next car I have to check out. So I'm gonna end the video with like a comparison, pros and cons versus the C63 versus the F82. I really wish I got to drive the F82 on camera for you guys, but it is what it is. I have a good understanding of that car. I've been in a bunch of them. I've driven a bunch of them, so I kind of have the idea. So with the C63, you don't need to do the crank hub preventatively. You pretty much just get in the car and go. With the M4, there's this issue that like plagues them with the transmission. The thing that connects the transmission to the engine can fail, and if that fails, it basically can jump timing on your engine. So to prevent that, you have to spend $4 grand off the rip on any M4 and M3 that you buy to get peace of mind. Whereas with the C63, you just get in it, you can tune it, you can do whatever, and you don't really have to worry about anything major failing. So that's one benefit to the C63. One benefit to the M4 though is it's a much more track-oriented car. With the DCT transmission and the BMW perfect 50-50 weight distribution, it honestly feels like a baby Porsche. And the reason why I want to look at a C7 Corvette is because I think it would be the perfect car for Miami. It has a removable hardtop. It's a nice looking sports car. You get that V8 sound and it looks exotic. So in the next video, we'll be checking out a C7 Corvette. But with all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. If you dislike it, dislike the video. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.